I'm Vijay and I'm here to share my experience in ITIL. It is predominantly used in production support and maintenance. ITIL stands for Information Technology Infrastructure Delivery.
From ecosystems, how development and support systems in transition. So just want to give an analogy of building a house, right? So imagine you are a technical architect and you're receiving orders from customers to build a house, and based upon the customer needs, you have a build a blueprint of the house. This is called a high level design, and the low level design is detailing out each part of the house, and also in terms of how many floors, what is the square feet, what is the size of each room, for example, and so on and so forth. Then you start constructing the house. Post-construction, you do some testing, validation, and checks to make sure everything is working as supposed to be, and you hand over to the customer. And based upon the usage and teething problem, they may encounter a lot of issues. Maybe water is not flowing, so they invite the support team like a plumber or a carpenter or anything that is required to fix it. Right? So, kind of analogy we start to bring it on here. So, similar in IT world, we have requirement gathering phase, high level design, low level design, then the coding starts, the testing starts with different testings, and post that deployment happens in the production system. The moment production system is invited for the public traffic, it is under maintenance, and any issues that pops up during the maintenance will be handed over by the support team. So this is pretty predominantly like a project team, how the different team be part of it, both project management and support team. We have a development, testing, release team, and support team. And there are multiple environments: development, testing, production, and DSS required in cloud. So here we're going to talk about the ITIL service cycle, that is have predominantly 5 paramount cycle, that is service strategy, design, transition, operation, and CSI, control service improvement. The dark shaded greens are the functional, light graded are process. We talk about the incident process. So just want to give a definition. What is this? So anything that is disrupting the service or system, right? That demands immediate response fixes to restore it, right? So that is the simple definition of it. In general example, what we could see, a car breakdown happens while driving it, you take it to the mechanic. Similarly, you're down with sickness, you go to clinic for treatment, or you made an accident, for example, or traffic disruptions. Equally, in the IT world, you have like a network issue, you have like a blocking issue, DB blocking issue, unable to connect to the backend systems or servers, or unable to access a building, access the ID, and so on. Right? Those are some of the examples we can relate to. This is typically how the different steps or different stages of an incident tickets gets passed through. One is the instant logging. At the moment, for example, you're down with sickness and you call clinic to set appointment with the doctor, for example, and based upon that, the customer service or receptionist will pick up and record the issue and try to see what kind of doctors you needed, and accordingly categorize that, whether it's a heart related, liver related, or anything ortho or example, right? And based upon that, the nature of the priorities, it be chosen whether it's emergency or it's a standard or a normal, and based upon that, then assign a doctor, for example, in this case, let's say heart specialist, and based upon your appointment, you visit the clinic and they do some diagnosis and do some troubleshooting through a scanning or related first aid has been offered, and based upon that doctor consultations, the resolution of the surgery or anything that they wanted to make sure that is a fix for attending these particular issues. Then they monitor for a week or 2 to see how it has been functioning and close the tickets once everything looks alright, right, from the doctor's perspective. So here we see the incident management kind of example when a user trying to connect to the identity systems online, and the front end assume that it's running the data center 1, and the back end, for example, database is running at the data center 2, and there is some communication disruptions between data center 1 and 2. So the user is trying to reach till the data center 1, and of course that the communication does not happen. So that means he's not able to get the data he's supposed to get it, and thereby issue happens that impacted multiple users. This is a kind of example for incident ticket to open. So here again we're going to see how this can be logged, what steps it can pass through. So the moment the user has this issue, he logs a ticket with the customer service representative. That person categorizes which application does it belongs to. For example, it could be a Emirates, Singapore Airlines, or Southwest Airlines, for example, and based upon that, it is assigned a particular app, categorize that, and try to prioritize if it is a single user or multiple user based upon the prioritization is chosen, and a particular assignment team based upon the availability has been assigned, and that particular team will take some actions, do some diagnosis and troubleshooting, check the logs, timeout errors, and so on and so forth, and to identify what is the issue currently, right? So then once identified, they do some immediate fix or the workaround to bring up their data center or data center connectivity, whichever having the issue. And post that, they do some verification checks, monitor for some time before closing the ticket. On your table right, you can see the different parties and what are the response and the duration time. Response usually is a constant time that if any incident open and a team who been assigned says that once this ticket say that start looking at it, I'll work on that and I'll provide updates on that till closure. So some kind of acknowledgement from the incident team. And the resolution period based on all parties varies from 2 hours to 7 days. These are the team structures where L1, L2, and L3. L1 is more like less experienced customer service representative, picking up the tickets, logging recording the tickets. Then the assigned to the L2 team, and who usually trying to resolve medium level complexities, and where they are having a challenge or they need help, they escalate to the expert or L3. This is a major incident process where many people gather in. If there is priority 1 tickets, other relevant teams, for example, the database team or the data center team or networking team joins here, and the management, major incident management team tries the call, set up ground rules to see how that particular team brainstorm the particular issues and take decisions how to fix this, and try to close that incident in the discussion. And this is a separate process than a normal or standard incident process. Roles and responsibilities. So the incident teams, and when the CSR logs the tickets, incident teams picks up and start working on it, do some scan, monitoring, and looking at the log file to see anything fishy, anything issues, any errors, and based upon that, do some analysis to make sure that identify the issue, record the knowledge documents, connect with the user who created the ticket, understand aspect about the issues, escalate to the next level to see more help and document anything that is required, update the ticket and escalate it. So some of the platform tools being used as monitoring tools, house given Splunk, Murex, Servix, and trace and ticketing tool like ServiceNow and GLPS Salesforce. And these are the KPIs which help you to improve the incident management process, the number of tickets, backlog tickets, open tickets, SLA response breach, resolution breach, review tickets, and so on and so forth.